All right, today's FOMC. So far, price is between a lot of key levels here. So for today, I think I'm going to be, I'm just going to be tape reading. If there's something clear, then we'll take the trade. But other than that, today is technically a day of no trading. So look for price today till 10:10. See if anything shows up over the next 50 minutes. If not, then just going to be tape reading. We'll wait till the 9:30 bell and see what price gives us today. Levels that I'm looking at for today is number one. It's going to be these relative equal lows here. The price might want to tag in above us. We got some key levels here. Price decides to rally to the upside. From a daily perspective, we had a huge bearish day yesterday. Price did climb up to just past the midpoint of this wick right here on the daily chart on the top left. It surpassed it, dropped back down. And what price will need to do is it might continue dropping further from here. Like this could have been the push higher with the drop lower, and then it'll start taking these relative lows below us. But we also have a daily volume balance here above us that price hasn't traded to. And again, this is a target that we should keep in mind as well. So looking at the 4-hour here, we've broken past this daily volume balance. We broke to the upside, drop back lower. We are respecting it. Recently, the bodies have been in the upper half of this daily volume balance, which is this red bar here. Let's call this the daily volume balance. Okay, we're opening up in 4 minutes, but right now price is essentially moving sideways. We're going to have a bullish RTH gap of 40 points. So we could expect the mean threshold to be hit, which is this level right here. So shorts are looking pretty okay. But again, we'll have to wait for our first presentation fair value gap, see how that forms, see how price reacts to it, and see if it wants to take anything. But we also have relative equal highs here. You're right here as well. Okay, and there's a push higher here. We've just opened up. Oh, we didn't even open up yet. This is the 927 candle. So we got a lot of buy side above us. It's really unfortunate. All levels of eyesights have been taken right now, right before the open. I wasn't expecting that. We are opening in 1 minute here. All right, so we have an opening gap now of 63 points to the upside. We're opening in 1 second, and there's the open. Price may rally down to midpoint here. We'll see how bullish pressure is. If price decides to hit midpoint here and goes lower and explore the lower 2 quadrants, price might be bullish and continue pushing higher. But if price decides to continue lower, we'd want to see it break this level and push below yesterday's close. So let's just kind of wait. Right now, the 1 hour looks bullish to me, in my opinion. Same with the 15 minute here. But let's wait for the initial manipulation if there is some, and see if a small trade can be taken. All right. So for the first minute, we do have a push higher. We're waiting for our first presentation fair value gap to form. This right here, this level right here, is a low. This is looking very suspicious. Like if price were to climb somewhere, where would it climb? Maybe here. Price went back to the opening price. So let me get rid of these buy side levels here. They're not important anymore. That's a fair value gap formed on the 15-second. No, it hasn't. Actually, it has technically. It's right here. It's like the first fair value gap that has formed on the 15-second. And remember, it's the 931 candle and onwards. Price right now touched on the 15-second, the opening price once again, and it just rejected it really strongly. Remember, today's trading is very fickle. Right now, price is attempting to break into the RTH gap here. May drop lower. Beautiful. All right. If you are trading today, guys, I'll probably say trade with 50% risk. But you can see here, I have a feeling these lows are going to want to be taken right now. But I just don't see an entry right now of what can be taken with like a proper stop loss. We're still waiting for our first presentation for today. This might be an instant rebalance right here where price essentially drops a huge candle, comes back up essentially to the open. Actually left a mini. This is the first presentation right here. It's going to freaking drop without giving us an entry. This is first presentation on the 1 minute. This little tiny little fair value gap. Price has touched midpoint for today. Even if price were to come back to here, would I take a short from here? Probably not, because I already took the RTH, the midpoint of the gap. But most likely these lows are going to get hunted in a sec. Could grab a quick short today, locking in my fifth 150K combine account. Let me show you guys the profits. It was essentially, I wouldn't have taken this trade on a real account, but the odds were in my favor for taking a short right after the open. Let's see here. Oh, why isn't it working? Let's see, is that showing up properly? Yeah, so the short I took essentially is once it broke down this first presentation fair value gap on the 15-second, I took a quick 10 mini short, and within like 45 seconds it hit profit. So that's how you pass combine accounts really quickly. So right now on my actual accounts, I haven't taken a single trade yet, but we'll see if something is tradable for today. We're going to give it to 1010. After 1010, lock your accounts. It's not worth trading into FOMC. And again, today's price is very fickle, so we got to watch out for that. So price hasn't touched the first presentation yet, which is, let's see how many micros it is. Or it's essentially half a point. And for today's end dog, should be below us right here. There it is. Okay. So price went into, it touched this purple bar, which is the midnight opening range. You can see how nicely it's been respecting since the morning. But other than that, this here is messy. This wick right here, it did take out some sell side from these 4 candles here, these 4 lows. So that's where we got the initial pump up. But I feel like it still hasn't done the damage to the downside. You can see here on the 1 hour, we have an inversion here. You see all the bodies here are just staying below the midpoint of it. This for me is bearish, a bearish PDA, but below us, we got this volume imbalance from the daily perspective, which price is clearly trying to stay above it. So we're sandwiched between these 2 levels here, which makes things a bit challenging. So that's why I'm a bit cautious right now in taking a trade. Price is bouncing off of the end dog of 313. Yeah, buy side has been taken. Then sell side has been taken. This is how price moves, guys. You can see on a 15-second, we got relative equal highs. They've been tapped, price pushed lower. There's nothing of interest, guys, here. I could have, would have went short somewhere here, but just price never came in and offered that rejection of this really small first presentation. Today's a big day. If you guys follow crypto, the SEC has dropped the Ripple SEC case. So I'm expecting for XRP to start, damn it, to start rallying. So unfortunately, there goes price. Price has touched the bottom of the RTH gap of yesterday. So bias was right. There was no entry here, unfortunately. I'd probably say an aggressive entry would have been right here on the 15-second. Right now, hindsight, I'm seeing it. I don't know if I would have ever saw it real time. But you can see how it broke down. It created that first presentation. When price came back lower, it essentially touched this fair value gap here. But technically, it wasn't confirmed until the candle closed, which was right here. So honestly, guys, there was no entry here, even if I tried to squeeze it out. But all in all, nothing of interest here. we've definitely pushed lower. We're below our TH gap right now. Like where would be next targets, right? So this end dog might be tapped. It might be the draw of liquidity for the next couple of seconds. At 7:05. Price is pushing into the RTH gap here. Still nothing to trade off of. Once it maybe leaves this area, like back to the downside, creates like a fair value gap. Maybe that might be like a short scalp to the downside. Those are my kind of thoughts 101 there. But as of right now, nothing of interest. We got here bearish. Let's see how it's going to react to this fair value gap here. If it is bearish, I don't want the bodies to stay below the lower half, close below this RTH gap, and then it might drive to the 319. That's the criteria I need to see for it to drop lower. So let's remove this for now. That trade is not possible. You can see a crazy push to the upside. It did touch that first presentation, which is nice to see. This is called FOMC, guys, trading. This is why I'm saying to be extra careful. You guys are planning to take a position today. Price is very fickle. So has anyone here caught any trades? Curious. Or attempted to, even if it was a loss. Price is attempting to break the first presentation here on the 1 minute. Currently it's sitting above it. And there is, a rejection of it on the 15-second. But again, I wouldn't be shorting this market. There's no reason to. All sell side has been taken. It might be like an intraday push lower here, but where's price going to go to next? With such a rejection right here on the 15-minute, is this something I would probably want to short? Most likely not. Maybe waiting to see if it's going to want to dig higher now. I think right now I'm overly leaning bullish for, I guess, this morning session that's going to unfold in front of us, but As of right now, there's what here? We got a bullish fair value gap here that I might reprice to. Maybe let's see how it's going to act towards that. It's still below the first presentation here. It is keeping price below it, which is nice to see. Let's see if it's going to hit midpoint here at 757. Price tapped this bullish fair value gap here in the 1 minute. First presentation is still holding price lower. It'd be nice to see you break above it from like a 1 minute candle basis. Yeah, Alex. Hey, doing well, man. You? There's definitely some garbage PA here. This is going to be the push higher here. Let's see. Price is trying to break this first presentation here. It's butted up against it multiple times. Today is, guys, truly like price right now. It's moving sideways. It's not even doing anything. There's a potential break right there. Let's see if it's going to close above it. It's touching the first 15-second first presentation fair value up of the day. And I think this is going to be the rally higher. See if it's gonna hit these highs here, just above us. Here's a nice level buy side for some reason. I can't draw. There you go. I still haven't taken a trade today on my regular accounts. It's going to be going into Sunday's first presentation. Right now it's 950. So you can see here, went up, created a false high. That's a Judah swing, came back higher, rejected the first presentation, or rejected this blue fair value gap here, and then it just pushed higher. Now it's most likely going into the level above us. So yeah, so you guys, still nothing from my end. I am being very careful with any trade I will take today. MQ. I have 5 contracts ready to go to execute, but I do need to see something. So this right here, this block right here, this is a mitigation block. So plus MB. Let's see how, like, if price wants to essentially dig lower into this, maybe touch this first presentation here, either on the 15-second or on the 1 minute, and see how it rejects and tries to push higher. That's going to be interesting to see. So something like this. Price might not even, if price touches that green bar that I have on the 1 minute, I'm not interested in this. Kind of move down first and then move up. And it's been touched. Okay. Alex, you take any trades today? Bull flag on the 1 minute. I don't trade bull flags. Yeah, on the 1 minute, 15-second chart. Like this right here, and like you guys, I don't trade bull flags, but like, how would you even, I don't even know how to draw a bull flag, to be honest. Is that it? And then it breaks out of that and it goes higher. But I do take a trade today. It has to be at least a 2-to-1. But the 15-minute is very, could bounce off of the 50% fair value gap. Got you, smart man. Yeah, it can. Like price definitely pushed up right now, right? It moved 130 points to the upside. Shorting this would be difficult, I think, right now, because it can definitely dig deeper into these like first presentation fair value gaps. You can see here, price is attempting to kind of push lower now. Would I be interested in taking another long from here? It's just there's no levels of liquidity that I see being taken in the future. So you can see here, price went down to this blue fair value gap here, slight rejection off the 15-second. But again, it's nothing material, nothing I'm in love with. I don't want to see a deeper retracement, and buying price at a discount, which is below this 50% mark right here. So I think in 5 minutes, I'm gonna close the stream down. I'm not loving anything so far of what price is delivering. This was, I think, a very tricky market to trade. It just price exploded in one direction, the other. It didn't really give any retracements, any like presentable fair value gaps that we could have traded off of. But I do want to see, let's see how it's going to reject these areas here, and if it's going to want to kind of push lower to possibly here, because right now we are trading in a premium. We're going for an old end dog at the top. This one right here, 317. It could be the draw, right? There's a new week opening gap of 317, which is this week actually. But the question is how well is it going to respect like this fair value gap here on the 1 minute? It's the very first fair value gap that formed. Wait, hold on. This here is Tuesday's fair value gap, and then the one below it is Sunday's. Okay, so the one right here, that's Sunday's first presentation, and right now it's looking into yesterday's first presented fair value gap. So I don't know. I just don't see shorts here. Like shorts would be high risk in my opinion. If it just the next candle it drops like this, could it go lower? Yes, but as Alex said, it can be pushing right past these levels if it's bullish, and it's gonna essentially. So right now it broke above that first fair value gap. It came back down and retested it. This right here, this is Sunday's first presentation here. Here, let me get rid of Tuesdays on the 15-second. So this is Sunday's first presentation fair value gap. So we did break above it. Now we're kind of coming back into it. Couldn't imagine like the new week opening gap. Like, is that a possible trade? Possibly, but like we're so far up the run so far. Like, how much more juice does NQ have for today going up? I'm looking at the 15-second right now. So far, the 15-second candles are rejecting this fair value gap nicely. If I see a deeper one go in and then return back to the top, that I might. Let's take a quick long here. My risk is 80 here. And I'm targeting 873. So this is my position right here. It's on the 15-second. Very tight. I don't want to see price going below that price. If it is, tag me out for $82. I'm going to lock my account. This is, I guess, 1/5 risk. Usually I risk 500 now per trade. But this is my confidence level. We're trading 20% of my usual risk. And this is the level that I want to see hit. 874. 874. I'm at break even right now. So my stop's right there. If it decides to go lower from like this explosion here, take me out. I was not expecting this to go like this. Come on, keep pushing. Hit that end dog. It's a new week opening gap, so it is a draw on liquidity, technically. Okay, I'm at $10 profit per account right there. There's my stop loss. All right. And if it hits target here, it's lockout. I am gonna lose the profits if it does hit target, guaranteed on post 10 o'clock on FOMC day. So now just a waiting game. Either $10 or 200 per account. So $800 or $80. So pizza lunch, or you have a lot of money to spend, assuming you get to pay out. Go on, price. Keep going higher. So price came back to this 15-second bullish order block. I do want to see a reaction just like that. Done. There you go, guys. That's my trade for the day. Quick scalp to the upside using Sunday's first presentation fair value gap as rejection. And that's how it's done. Let's see, 200. Okay, so everything is, all my accounts are above 200. So that counts as one winning day for me, at least in top step size. So I guess on that note, guys, yeah, have a good, guys. If you guys enjoyed the stream, feel free to drop a like, and I guess I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Take care, guys. I'm funded. I have 4 funded accounts, and just today I passed my 5th one. So it's gonna be 5 funded at 150. Yeah. So I used to have 50K accounts. I got paid out, and then I went really hard on trading, over leveraged, over risked. That's when I blew them, and then I just got all the accounts back on 150s instead. And I'm like, let me take things a bit slower. And now I'm slowly starting to scale up my risks for, man, look at this thing go. This is crazy. To 500 per trade. So today's risk was like 20%. If this was a regular risk size, this would have been, how much was this? It would have been over like a $6,000 day, but again, I'm taking it slow. So on that note, guys, Alex and Trade-tacular, nice talking to you guys, and I'll catch you soon. Bye for now, guys.